welcome to day 28 of the 30-day Get Your Life Challenge. I am so excited, so geeked about what we're going to be talking about on today. So if this is your first time, you've never met me, hey girl, hey. It's so good to have you. I want to say welcome, whether you're watching me live or if you're watching me on the replay. Just welcome to the 30-day Get Your Life Challenge. We are on day 28. Can y'all believe it? It's been 28 days that we've been getting our lives all the way together, and so glad to have you join us. So whether you're watching me on Facebook, if you're watching me on YouTube, if you're watching me on Instagram, welcome to the family and welcome to the 30-day Get Your Life Challenge. Now I am going to ask you to say hello in the comments so that I can shout you out and welcome you to our challenge on today. And if this is your first day and you haven't seen any of the other challenges, I want to just invite you to do that, especially if you're on YouTube. I have an entire playlist that is called Get Your Life Challenge 2021. Feel free to check that out to see all of the challenges that we've been doing on this month. So I want to talk about our challenge for today. I put a post up on Instagram, and that post said, it was a small snippet, and it says, how to make your life exciting. Hey, Tatiana, thanks so much for joining. How to make your life exciting. One of the reasons I wanted to do this entire Get Your Life Challenge was to challenge women of faith, especially church girls, to get a life, to have a real life. You know, when somebody says to you, get a life, what do they usually mean? They mean that the life you currently have may be boring, or it may be so structured that you aren't having fun, that you aren't excited about your life, and they want you to get a life, to have fun, to get out there, enjoy yourself, enjoy the people around you, enjoy your surroundings. And so when I say how to make your life more exciting, I'm actually asking you to do something, and that is our challenge on today. And our challenge on today is to get a hobby. Get a hobby. You will be surprised at the number of times that I asked Christians, hey, what do you like to do for fun? You know, what is it that you do every day that's fun for you, that's exciting? And crickets. They're like, I don't know. What do you mean? What do I like to do for fun? Like, what do you do in your spare time when you're not at work or you're not at church? What do you do? It's almost pulling teeth to get a response to that question. And so when I say, make your life fun, make your life exciting, I want you to think of things that you can do to do that. And I wanted to challenge you all. I wanted to actually look up the definition of the word hobby. Hey, Addie, thanks for joining. What is a hobby? So when I tell you get a hobby, this is what I mean. Hey, Alice, thanks so much for joining. The definition of the word hobby is, and let me pull it up real quick. That's what happens when you move away from your original page. The definition is an activity done regularly. Listen at this. An activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. What do you do regularly in your leisure time for pleasure, for fun? What do you do? I want to hear, let me know in the comments. Let me know some of you all's hobbies. What do you do? What do you like to do every day? You know, a couple times a week, once a week. What do you do regularly in your leisure time for pleasure, for fun? What is fun for you? How do you experience fun? How do you relax? What do you do regularly? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to wait just a minute because I want to see what y'all are doing for fun, because I might have to look up some of the things that you all are doing and do them myself. So I'm going to give you a minute. Or actually, oh, Addie says painting. Oh, painting. I wish I was artistic, Addie. I'm not very artistic. But for me, painting is a stress reliever. So I like that painting. I've only done it a couple times, that stuff, like painting with a twist or something like that. But I like that painting. Okay, I'm waiting to hear from my YouTube crew and my Facebook crew. Let me know if you're having trouble thinking of what you like to do for fun, or if you just have so many things. What do you do for fun? Okay, I'm going to assume, because no one is putting anything out there, that you are having trouble thinking of things that you like to do. And which is one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this, because like I said, I keep running into that in the body of Christ, is that we don't know how to have fun. We don't know what we like. We don't know what, oh, Alice says, and that's what I get all the time. We don't know what we like. We don't know what feeds us. We don't know what excites us. We don't know what brings out creativity in us. And I think a lot of times it's because we just haven't explored enough. We haven't been exposed to enough. And I live in a city that has a major university, and it also has what we used to call a community college, but now they are state colleges now. And so every semester, especially at the state college, they have these courses that you can take to find out what you like, things that you like to do. And Addie, they'll have painting classes, they'll have dancing classes, they'll have golf classes, they'll have tennis, they'll have creative writing classes. They'll have all of these kinds of things for you to do. Oh, thank you, Alice. She says, I do love walking on the beach, but is that a hobby? It's only a hobby if you do it regularly. If you do it, frequently, I would say like once a week, or at least a couple times a month. Because I love the beach. Everyone that knows me knows that the beach is my ultimate favorite place on the planet. I love the beach. I guess that's if you're a Florida girl, then that's what you do. But a hobby is, I think it's a little more creative than that. Do you do something when you go to the beach? What do you do at the beach? Do you like making sand castles? What do you do while you are there? Do you collect? Listen to me, Florida girl, can't think of it. Shells. What do you do while you're there? Like me, I go to the beach and I go to sleep. I'm gonna get the umbrellas. I'm gonna get a beach chair, and I'm gonna be like zoned out, because I just love the sights, the sounds, the smell of the beach. So I want you to explore. I don't know if you live in a college town like I live, but most towns will have all of these opportunities for you to explore different kinds of hobbies, different kinds of things that you like. So if you live in a college town, or if anywhere that has an arts environment, I want you to find out what they do, what they offer. I think they're called like community ed courses, and they'll give out, in my town, they'll have these catalogs of all of the activities that are available. Like I said, like there's stuff like basket weaving, sewing, they'll have salsa dancing, they'll have Zumba classes, they'll have tennis and golf, and like I said, creative writing, speech. They'll have all of these things that you can actually do in your city. And the courses are usually like several weeks long, and it's usually only like $30 to take like a 4 to 6 week course to learn how to do something. We have a lot of creeks and stuff in the area that I'm in, and so they'll have stuff like paddle boarding, they'll have canoeing, all of that kind of thing, boating, just everything. So yes, Alice says, I need to look into what you're talking about. And it's, yes, explore. That is the thing I really, really want you to do, because then you'll kind of start becoming to discover the things that you like. Because I told you, I was in my 30s before I found out what I liked. I had never exposed myself to different cultures, exposed myself to different kinds of activities. And so I didn't really know what I liked because I was so underexposed. But when you get in those kinds of environments, yes, Shell says, sounds interesting. When you get yourself in those kinds of environments, it'll pique your interest, and then you can start to discern and to know, hey, I like outdoors activities. Oh, I think I'll go zip lining, or I think I'll go hiking, or I think I'll go for a walk in the woods. Just all those kinds of things. Or you know what? I like rock climbing. I remember I was at a church and our pastor talked about getting more exposure into things, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try rock climbing. And we had this store in our city that had this rock climbing wall, and it was a sports store. And I decided I was going to rock climb. Never had done it before, and I advise you not to rock climb on an empty stomach. It's just not a good thing on an empty stomach or not being hydrated. I got off the rock wall all dizzy, needed to just regroup. But thank you so much, Addie. Get some rest. Get some rest. But I want you to find out what feeds you. Find out what makes you happy with like little to no effort. What makes your soul sing. You are not going to know these things unless you try them, unless you explore them. I remember going to my first polo match when I was living in Dallas. I never thought that that would be something exciting, but polo was one of the most exciting sporting events that we went to because we went to everything. We went to all like professional sporting events. We went to professional basketball games. We went to professional baseball games. We went my first time ever going to a professional horse racing event. I was in Dallas, but polo, hands down, was the most physical of them. I never thought that. I would never guess that I would like that. So, hey, Leslie, thanks so much for joining. Yes, so you've got to explore. You cannot be afraid to do something that you have never done before. Maybe you will like it and maybe you won't, but I promise you, you'll be enriched by the experience. And then you'll be able to say, hey, I tried, I went to a polo match, or yes, horse riding. We used to have horses growing up, and horse riding is a fun thing to do. So just try some stuff, even if it seems out of the way or out of the ordinary. Try it anyway. You never know. You just might like it. So for your challenge on today, it is to explore. You don't have to commit to this hobby that I'm asking you to get one. I'm asking you to open yourself up to explore so that you can find what you love, find some fun. So make it, for this weekend, make it a priority to find something fun to do. Putt golf, if it's roller skating, if it's bowling, find something fun in your city, in your area to do this weekend. Alice says, I love horses, but I've been horse riding and was scared. And I was always scared until I realized that your energy, how you feel when you are horse riding affects the horse. So I remember the last time we went horse riding, my mom had never been horse riding, even though we had horses growing up. She'd never ridden one. And so we took my mom and my oldest sister for Mother's Day a couple years ago. We took them horse riding, and they were telling us, watch, your fear of it. If you're fearful, we need you to calm down because the horse can sense that. So however you feel is what the horse is going to respond to. And so learning how to pull down your energy level, Alice, the next time you go horse riding is going to make it probably a more fun experience. So because if you're scared, the horse is going to be scared. It's going to be jittery, and it's going to be, taking you places you don't want to go. So watch your energy when and it's not just with horses too, but with animals. But just, I want y'all to have some fun. So I want you to get out. I want you to do something that's out of the ordinary. I don't care if you think you're going to like it. If you don't get anything but a good story out of it, a good fun story out of it, it is an experience that you have had. And I tell my family all the time, life is made up of experiences. A lot of times we're waiting for this big thing to happen, but every day you have the opportunity to create an experience that you'll treasure for a lifetime. So make sure that you have some fun. Hey, Leslie says she loves horseback riding. Well, she's even got a little horse on here for us. Horseback riding is absolutely fun because it also puts you in some really beautiful surroundings when you're riding horses. So y'all, that's your assignment, is to get a hobby. I want you to just look online, go to your city website and look for something. They usually have what's happening in the city that week. Find something to do and do it this weekend. Make sure that you find something and you explore all the possibilities. There's so many possibilities, so many possibilities. So explore the possibilities, have some fun, expose yourself to life, and get a hobby. I hope you have enjoyed our challenge for today. If you have been enjoying this, I want you to join me. Y'all, we have 2 more days. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad I've been blessed. If you've been enjoying this, we have 2 more days, tomorrow and Thursday. Thursday will be our last day. Remember, Thursday is at 7 and not at 5, but we'll be here at 5 tomorrow and then 7 on Thursday. I got a special announcement for Thursday, so y'all don't want to miss it. But thank you so much for joining, and be sure to share this with someone so that they can get a life as we are getting life, and we can do life together. Yes, thank you, Leslie, for putting that out there. Your weekend assignment, get a hobby, have some fun. Thanks so much for joining too, Alice. I appreciate you. Well, I love you all with the love of the Lord, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 5. Have a good one.